Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our explanation of Kingdom Hearts whilst playing Breath of the Wild. My god, my brain is hurting.
So, you want to do a recap real quick, Harrison, of what you know?
Of what I know?
Yes.
Alright, so we've covered Kingdom Hearts 1. We started with that because it's the most basic because it's where the series started. In Kingdom Hearts 1, we've got Sora and Riku and Kairi are the three main characters, and also Donald, Goofy, and Mickey because it's Disney. Basically, the important parts of that, Sora gets his heart, stabs himself in the heart at the end with a Keyblade to release his heart and Kairi's, which was also inside of him, which he wasn't really aware of, but still.
No, that's why he did it.
Oh, that's why he did it?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Because
he was aware of it.
He had to awaken Kairi because his heart was inside of it.
And so he awoke
Her heart's
Kairi and turned himself into a
Kairi's
Heartless.
inside me?
Because Heartless are a heart that is overcome by darkness. Or overwhelmed by darkness, something like that. When a heart is separated from its vessel,
Yes.
essentially. Which also creates a nobody, which is the empty vessel without a heart.
Yes.
Flashback to Key, which is confusing because it
Just
just
skip it,
covers
it's
a
not
lot of
that
shit.
important.
Well, yeah, that's...
Key, which is backstory.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's backstory.
And Birth by Sleep, which is covering the stories of Aqua, Ventus, and Terra, who are three Keyblade wielders, 10 years before Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yep.
Oh, this one.
And
Oh, that's one way to do it.
it's hard with this controller. And so you've got Terra, Ventus, Aqua.
Yep.
One sec.
Focusing.
Multitasking.
So, and Ventus is...
This is like multi-levered thinking right here.
Ventus is what is he? He's like an apprentice at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he is not allowed to become a Keyblade wielder yet.
Master.
Master.
He is a wielder.
He is a wielder. He wields it. Yes.
Yes.
But Aqua and Terra are Terra fails due to Xehanort.
You're done, Goof.
Terra fails due to Xehanort, who is the main bad guy. His interference, and Aqua passes.
Correct.
Fuck it.
You're not good at this.
I'll do it.
And Aqua passes. Aqua
Okay,
ends
I'll let her
up
go.
in a place that's weird.
The Realm of Darkness.
Yeah, the Realm of Darkness, and
dark.
Where time pretty much doesn't exist.
and she helps Riku and Mickey close the door at the end
It's
of
like a
Kingdom
black
Hearts
hole.
1.
Which you learn that? You don't even learn about that until 0.2,
You didn't
a
even tell him
fragmentary
that.
passage.
And then,
How do you know that?
Yeah, we didn't tell you that. yeah, how the fuck do you know that?
He cheated!
and then
He
you
has, he has knowledge.
yeah. You know, it's also one of my favorite series.
should've made- we
Just
should've made
because
Honor
it's
do
your
the
guys'
recap.
favorite doesn't mean it's not one of mine.
We should have made Anna do the recap.
Like, I've been listening.
And then after, Ventus gets his heart stored in Sora,
Yes.
whose heart gets split up.
He's a whore for hearts.
Yeah.
Sora.
You did it.
And
He's
then
just a
Sora's
hoard.
heart gets
He
split up.
hoards people's hearts.
At the end of Chain of Memories, he gets put into a deep sleep, and Roxas is a thing, and all that jazz.
Yep.
And now we're on Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2, you start as Roxas.
Yes.
Yes.
Roxas is the nobody of Sora. Because at the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora stabbed himself.
So
He became a Heartless. He got reverted from said Heartless due to the light in Kairi's heart. But
his
because he
nobody
became a
kept him
Heartless,
around.
a nobody was formed. The nobody was known as Roxas. Wait, are we gonna talk about 358 days?
Yep.
We'll get to that
We'll
later.
get there.
Okay. Because that technically takes place before Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
2.
but
You're
it's
right.
best to know about 2
Fair, okay.
before 358.
So, Roxas, it's a tragic story. The tragedy of Roxas, I mean, you can look up and read all about him. Mainly what happens is he gets...
It's really sad, and we'll get to it later.
He joins the organization. He gets recruited into the organization due to
Okay,
his...
so 358 days over 2.
I guess we're starting with that one.
Well, no, this is actually this takes place. Like Kingdom Hearts 2 tells you this too.
Yeah,
The look on
but this
your
is the
face.
story of 358 Days Over 2.
Okay, fair. This is the story of 358 Days Over 2.
Roxas joins Organization 13.
because
Yes.
Xemnas recruits him because he can use the Keyblade. He can
And-
use the Keyblade because Ventus's heart is inside of him.
Yes.
Ventus's heart is taken out of...
No,
yeah.
he can use a Keyblade because Sora could use a Keyblade.
Sora, yeah.
He can use
yes.
a second Keyblade.
He can use a second Keyblade because Ventus's heart is inside of him.
Yes.
Yes. And hence why he can use both Oathkeeper and Oblivion.
That's not really what it's about. That's just to plot stuff.
Just show that he's badass.
So 358 Days Over 2 takes place during the year that Sora's asleep in Castle Oblivion.
During Castle Oblivion and while he's asleep.
Yeah, mostly while he's asleep.
Yes.
And during that time, Roxas makes friends with another organization member named Axel, and another organization...
Got it memorized?
Yes.
That's his catchphrase,
That's his
by the way.
catchphrase. And another organization member named Shion.
Who doesn't join till later.
Who doesn't join till a little later.
Who can also use the Keyblade.
Yes, because she is made of some of the memories that were stolen from Sora during...
She's a memory
Yeah.
person. We don't ask. I don't even really fully know. I do, but like, I'm not gonna try to explain it.
Okay, so, Shion was made of Sora's memories, and then at the end she's like, I think Sora should actually have his own memories back.
I'm
So-
gonna go find him and give him his memories back.
Yeah, so she fades away, and everyone loses their memory of her because she is just memories, as opposed to an actual, like, person.
And Roxas killed her.
And she tricked Roxas into killing her. So Roxas
Feels bad.
he doesn't remember her, but he remembers being mad about it,
Yeah.
because the emotion was real.
Because besides most of them at this point, Roxas is the only member of the at this point, Roxas is the only member of the organization with a heart. And that's because he has Ventus's heart inside of him. Which is also why he looks like Ventus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he does have a heart, which is also why he can cry. Which a lot of people are like, what? Why is he crying? He doesn't have a heart. Yeah, he does. Bitch. Yeah. So he's a part of the organization because he can wield the Keyblade, so they need him to gather hearts to complete Kingdom Hearts. The whole story of Kingdom Hearts 2 is that the organization is collecting hearts that are... They're collected from...
Heartless killed with
From
the Keyblade.
Heartless... From Heartless. And they're collected in what they're making a Kingdom Hearts. Is what they're doing.
Artificial Kingdom
An
Hearts.
artificial Kingdom Hearts, which is hearts of all these Heartlesses that were all gathered by the Keyblade,
And they turn into the moon.
pretty much. But they're trying to use their whole goal as the organization is to get hearts. It's like for them as people to have hearts.
Because
do
they're
that,
not
they-
happy not having emotion.
Yes.
Collecting your jar of hearts.
Yeah.
Sorry. don't
So
worry.
Thanks for contributing, Anna. We're happy to have you.
yeah, so their goal is to build this Kingdom Hearts that gives them hearts. They do it by collecting hearts of other people. The bad
So
guys.
eventually, Roxas gets fed up with the organization, and
And
he
leaves.
decides to leave, and then decides to go and try and take him down, but he gets intercepted by Riku, and Riku catches him and throws him back into Sora, so Sora gets all the rest of his memories back.
Yeah.
He's a whole being. And
So
whatnot.
at this point, Riku is working under Diz, who is Ansem.
We're just gonna keep calling him Diz.
Diz is good Ansem.
There's like 3 different people who go by Ansem, so...
Yeah. So Diz Riku is working with Diz and King Mickey to try to get information on the organization
And wakes up Sora.
and waking up Sora. The final piece to wake up Sora is Roxas returning to Sora, so he can, is Roxas returning to Sora. So Riku goes to fight, and this is right after he leaves the organization. They fight. Riku loses. Initially.
Riku basically wins.
Well, he loses initially.
He wins round 2.
Yes, and then realizing that he can't defeat
That's not important.
Roxas.
That's not important. Don't bring it up.
Well, no, this is important.
Not really.
He gives into the darkness in his heart. Riku gives into the darkness in his heart,
And
and
he gets dark emo powers.
uses the power of darkness to defeat Roxas and bring him back to revive Sora, thus turning himself into Ansem, Seeker of Darkness.
No, it's not.
Bitch is back,
Oh my god.
but it's still Riku. Okay,
you
anyway,
it's not
he just
important.
looks like Ansem because he has the power of darkness now. This is important because Riku's entire plot, Riku's entire character, is that he's always battling with the darkness inside of him.
He keeps losing too.
And then this is the key point where he loses, but he has to save his friend. So that's the gist of 358 Days Over 2.
Okay. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right, the one that people actually like.
I like all of them.
Well, yeah. So do I. Actually, no, I hate Recoded.
Dude, I loved
I
Recoded.
can't.
I mean, I only play. I couldn't play
watched
through it more than once.
I watched the cutscenes on the collection.
Oh no,
and it was so painful.
I actually played it, and it was actually really fun. But it's
Yeah,
one of those games
Recoded
that
is fun.
that I
Okay.
only played through once.
I like the 5th installment.
Birth by Sleep is good. It's my favorite one. Birth by Sleep is actually my favorite game.
Nice.
In my opinion, it's better than Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot of people argue that 2 is the best. A lot of people argue that Birth by Sleep is the best.
I forgot to grab the torch.
I go with 2.
Son of a...
I go Birth by Sleep. Close.
Did you play
They're
it on the
close.
3DS or
They're close. Recoded?
no? Birth by Sleep.
Oh, it was on the PSP.
I mean,
but
3DS.
yes.
I mean, Dream Drop Distance. Did you play that on the 3DS?
Yes. Initially, I played that on the 3DS. I beat it on the 3DS. I have not yet beaten it on PS4 because I haven't actually played it.
Okay.
I played like half of it.
So let's talk Kingdom Hearts 2.
So
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts
Okay.
2.
There's a prologue with Roxas before he gets thrown back into Sora, and he's
You learn about it.
He's in
Yeah.
a digital version of
Twilight.
Twilight Town.
Twilight Town.
Just
That was
one of the
created.
worlds
That was
that aren't
created
Disney.
to hold him there.
Dog's chasing his own tail.
To it was created to keep him there so they could to keep him there so
'Cause
when
they needed him, but they didn't need him yet.
yeah they needed him for Sora but they didn't need him yet, but they had to keep him around so they made that.
Anyways, eventually,
And Axel kept
done
trying to
with
break
Roxas, he gets back into Sora, and then Sora wakes up and the game starts properly.
Yeah.
And Sora has to go around and stop Organization 13,
him out. Yeah.
and that's
He goes to
Most
stop
of it.
Organization 13. There's a bunch of stuff. He goes to different Disney worlds. I'm trying to think of anything really important. Well, besides all the organization members. Who end up being
they
key
stop
factors.
Xemnas, and they
They
go back. It all ends in a. Actually, it's not a whole lot plot technicality wise.
True, it's a lot of Disney worlds. And Disney worlds are kind of one through. Like, you stop organization members, you end up killing the rest of the organization.
Yeah,
With the exception of Axel, who kills himself. To save you.
because Axel's the cool.
Because
one.
Axel's good.
But to be clear, when you say you kill an organization member, what you really mean is you defeat them, you defeat their nobody, thus releasing them. Because when you defeat someone's heartless and their nobody, they go back to being a whole person.
Yes,
That's exactly
because that
correct.
was a retcon, a plot twist in Dream Drop Distance,
Yes. Hence how Master Zane... Wait.
which is why.
Oh! Wait till we get to Dream Drop Distance and we have to talk about time travel.
No, really, wait. Just keep waiting. Just don't make us go there.
Oh, we're gonna go there.
God damn it.
We have to. We don't have a choice.
To be fair, they're kind of really... They're kind of... really good with it. So it's not that bad, but,
As time travel's the part I could never understand.
Jesus. So Kingdom Hearts 2, yeah. We defeat all the organization members. We defeat Xemnas at the end. All of the worlds are restored. We go back to the island with Riku and Kairi. And Donald and Goofy go back, and everyone goes back to their worlds.
And everyone's happy.
Roxas and Naminé. Naminé is the nobody of Kairi. Which Kairi became a nobody when she lost her heart. Just yada yada yada.
No, and
In one.
yeah, when Sora stabbed himself, he made two because he made one of Kairi's heart.
Yeah. Cause Kairi lost. Yeah, because technically Kairi lost her heart.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she had no. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. They go, like, Roxas rejoins Sora and Naminé rejoins, Kairi.
And Anna left.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck
think
is she
she-
doing?
I'm assuming she probably went to the bathroom. Calm down. I'm assuming. I drove her here, so she's not
You
leaving.
can't leave.
Yeah, I guess Kingdom Hearts 2 honestly really isn't that bad in terms of plot. Because honestly,
It's not that complicated, at least.
yeah.
Maybe that's why everyone
You
likes
just
it.
need to know that you defeat the rest of the organization members that needed to be defeated. Thus, everyone's turning back into actual people. Axel becomes a good guy. Axel becomes a good guy, and
It's like the other important organization member.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I honestly don't think I really need to go into really anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Recoded.
Nothing happens in Recoded.
There's a
No,
no. There's
no,
not
for real.
nothing.
Nothing important happens in
Nothing.
Recoded.
Well, one important thing happens in Recoded.
What happens in Recoded?
So, one important thing that happens in Recoded is that Maleficent actually retakes another part.
Okay, Maleficent comes back.
Maleficent.
That's it.
Well, technically she comes back in 2, but
Okay, yeah.
Maleficent learns about
The Book of
other worlds and
Prophecies.
learns about the Book of Prophecies, which that's her main story in Kingdom Hearts 3. She's looking for the Book of Prophecies. So that's pretty much the important thing that happens in Recoded. You learn about the Book of Prophecies before Key, and Maleficent learns about it, and also learns that. No, I don't think she learns that in. I think you learned that in Dream Distance. So yeah, no, that's the important thing that happens.
Okay.
Maleficent learns about, the Book of Prophecies, and that's her story in
That's
Kingdom
what she's
Hearts
going to be doing in 3.
3. Yes,
Which
That's
is out by
Recoded.
now.
in Japan.
No,
It's out
like,
by the time
By
this
the
video,
time this video
by the time
comes
this
out-
video is released, it'll have been out for like a week.
Yes,
we'll all have finished it.
yes. That's important that
Wait,
happens in Recoded.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just
So now, let's talk Dream Drop Distance.
Oh boy. Okay, so you know in Birth by Sleep when Terra and Aqua were trying to become Keyblade Masters?
they took the Mark of Mastery exam.
So, yeah, Mark of Mastery exam. Well, now Sora and Riku have to do that, but now
So-
it's super tedious.
so they have to
go on a
become-
whole
so-
game about it.
So Yen Sid, who is Mickey's Keyblade Master, who trained Mickey to become a Keyblade Master, puts them through the Mark of Mastery exam because Xehanort has come back due to both of the people being destroyed in earlier games.
Yeah.
So he needs them to become full-fledged Keyblade Masters to be able to fight them. Thus, they take their Mark of Mastery exams. They have to go to different sleeping worlds, relevant.
They go to Disney Worlds to do it,
Yes.
the exam. And that nothing comes of it until the very end of the game.
Yeah.
All the plot happens at the very end.
Pretty much. So, pretty much what happens throughout the entire game is that,
Oh, and Axel shows back up, and he's a whole person now.
yeah, he's also known as Lee.
Yeah.
Because every member of the organization
Change their name.
is their human name,
We're gonna keep calling him Axel.
is the human name,
That's
except
the
with
name
an
we
X
use.
somewhere inside of it and the letters are rearranged. Like Roxas is Sora rearranged with an X in it.
And that X is important.
Oh yeah, it is.
Let's not forget that.
Is it?
The X
Yeah,
is important.
The X is important. Well, okay.
The X is used to track them
Yeah.
by
Well,
Xehanort.
Well, yeah.
That's a plot technicality that is important in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah. So, at the very, very beginning of the Mark of the Master exam, you don't learn this until the very end of the game, but it happens at the beginning. They
Sora
both...
gets some new duds and they got an X on him.
Yes. So they both dive into slumber to wake these sleeping worlds. Riku does his Mark of Master exam like everything's fine. At the very beginning, Xehanort takes Sora and dives him into a deep sleep. Pretty much is what happens.
Wait, what?
How it happens, it doesn't. They're not really good on the explanation of it. But they pull him deeper and deeper into the quote unquote sleep by messing with him through from tracking him and messing with him from the very beginning of the game. This is where you learn. This is where you learn of young Xehanort, who kind of does all of this. It's Xehanort, but he's young because
You don't say.
because of time travel. So his whole goal, young Xehanort's whole goal, is to get all the Xehanorts to meet in one place
That's
at
old
one time.
Xehanort's goal.
All the Xehanorts to meet. Because
So Xehanort makes a new Organization 13.
the true Organization 13.
Oh, and also apparently he's been plotting this the whole time.
Yeah, even like the whole thing with Maleficent and Kingdom Hearts 1, the Seven Princes of the Light, was pretty much him manipulating everything. So the dude's kind of a G, I'm not gonna lie.
Or
That-
precog.
Then again, can also use time travel, so who the fuck knows? Like, anyways,
Because the true Organization 13 is comprised of all him.
yeah, all
All
containing
people
pieces of Xehanort's heart.
Yeah.
The final battle
All
will be
people that Xehanort
13.
ends up possessing.
Yes, 13 Seekers of Darkness versus the 11.
7.
Yeah, sorry, the 7 Keyblade Wielders of Light, which will be the final battle, which is what happens in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Or what happened in Kingdom Hearts 3, I guess, because it's already out now.
Yes. What will happen when you play Kingdom Hearts 3?
Me?
The listener.
Oh, the listen. Oh, yeah.
The single listener. Who made it this far? If you stuck with us this whole time, you're in for a
You
treat.
either already know everything and just listening to us badly recap it, or you're just so totally lost.
Yes.
I have a better understanding now.
Really?
A little bit.
Alright, cool. We did something
Okay,
good
so
here today.
anyways, Dream Drop Distance. The entire time Sora is being manipulated by Xehanort to become his last vessel
Yeah,
because they
Xehanort-
only need one more vessel.
He has 12, he needs a
He has 12,
13.
he's 13. Their goal is to use Sora as the vessel. They almost succeed in said goal,
But like everyone else in the game ends up
stopping
saving
it.
him.
What happens is they get him to the spot, all the Xehanorts meet, and yeah. He goes to make so Riku,
Sora gets fucked up over the whole course of the game,
yeah, he
And-
just gets fucked by everything.
metaphorically.
Yes. Riku goes to save him. Riku gets stopped. Mickey goes to save him. Gets stopped. Riku goes to save Riku to help. I guess
Donald and Goofy show
Donald
up.
and
they
Goofy
get
show
fucked.
up and free them, and then they all get fucked.
And then Axel
And then
shows up.
right, and then they're all sitting there watching as Xehanort's about to make Sora his last vessel, and out of nowhere, Lee
shows
or
up.
Axel.
We're gonna call him Axel.
Axel shows up and saves Sora and takes him and runs away. Because they all had to meet at a specific time, and when they didn't all meet, so they all disappeared back to their time in life, like their time in.
Because it's temporary time
It's
travel.
temporary. Yeah, it's temporary time travel. That's what it is. It's like they're phasing, kind of in a sense. They're all phasing to the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But through time.
Yes, pretty much. They're all phasing through time to meet at this one spot during their yes. So the 13 Seekers didn't actually become, so neither were complete. Sora is stuck in this deep sleep in which Riku dives.
Into his
Riku has to
heart
dive
to wake
into
him
his
up.
heart to wake him up, in which he fights Ventus's armor, because Ventus's heart is still inside of Sora because Roxas refused with Sora, thus putting Ventus's heart back in Sora.
Okay.
So Sora's heart was actually being protected by
Ventus's
Ventus's heart.
Which is how he got out of
Which
it
is-
without, like, dying.
That's how he woke up from this deep slumber without dying, pretty much. Ventus's heart being inside of him, Ventus protected him. Riku freed his heart. They woke up. They're having a tea party.
And then Riku gets made a Keyblade Master, and Sora gets told to get good,
Pretty much.
and
yeah, Riku
gets
gets
sent
made a
on
Keyblade
to
Master.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
And yeah. And then the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3 is Sora trying to become a Keyblade Master.
Trying to get good again because once again he got sent back to level 1.
Precisely.
Because every game has to set him back to level 1.
And so at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora is going to try to become a Keyblade Master, and it's time, and they say time that Riku and Mickey go to look for Aqua in the Realm of Darkness.
Yep.
because Aqua's been trapped in the realm of darkness for 10 years, in which
More
you
am I now.
well,
There's a year passed between 1 and 2.
so it would have been 12 years. 12
Yeah.
years. For 12 years at this point. And, oh, that's... how can you climb that?
Because you can
That's-
climb anything in this game.
Batman.
That's literally...
Spider
Smooth.
elf. Spider elf.
Anyways, he just falls. He just,
Because stairs are too hard.
so they go to rescue Aqua because Aqua's been trapped in the realm of darkness for, again, guess in this case, yes, 12
Oh,
years.
and then Kyrie and Axel get trained to be Keyblade wielders.
Yes. Because they need 7 Keyblade Wielders of Light.
Mhm.
And
Terra's still
because
possessed
because
and-
Terra is still possessed by Xehanort, and well, that's kind of the main. And yeah, that's kind of the main one.
So, quick question.
Okay.
Yes.
Why do they need 7... why do they want to have all 7 Keyblade Wielders of Light? Doesn't that help?
Because they have to stop. Because
So,
The
Xehanort's
prophet-
plan is to use his 13 darkness...
Seekers of Darkness.
Seekers of Darkness, and to either use the 7 Princesses of Heart or the 7 Light Keyblade Wielders to make the X-Blade, which we talked about like 2 episodes ago.
Yep.
And using that X-Blade, he can unlock Kingdom Hearts. He
Yeah.
could use the Princesses of Heart, but the Keyblade wielders don't want him to do that, so then Xehanort's kind of forcing their hand
yeah,
by threatening
it's
them.
that's why Maleficent got that's why he had Maleficent gather the princess. So
Yeah, I know. I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
but then Sora fooled that plan, and so all the because they needed the hearts of the princesses, but that got fooled, and so Xehanort can fulfill his plan with the 7 princesses of heart, but to stop them,
Or the 7 Keyblade
or the
wielders.
7 Keyblade Wielders of Light, but to stop they have to stop them. So the
So I'm
prophecy
thinking
the
if
prophecy
they
is
get 8
that
Keyblade wielders, and then they have the advantage.
so the prophecy is that the Keyblade War will take place against 13 Seekers of Darkness and 7 Keyblade Masters, 7 Keyblade Wielders. So that's what's going to happen in Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's the plot.
Yes. In 2.8, which you actually play through, Aqua living in the
Realm of Darkness.
Realm of Darkness
For 10 years.
for 10 years, and how the darkness is slowly taking over her from being there over the time. And that's what happened
That's
in there.
basically what happens.
Yeah.
And she shows up at the end. Or... Of
Of the first game.
Yeah, she was there at the end of the first game the whole time.
And yeah, she's allowed Mickey to seal the door on that side. And save
Okay.
Riku's life.
Okay.
Any questions?
I think I pretty much get it now.
Okay.
In
Okay.
all honesty.
I mean, we skipped some stuff, but that's...
Yeah, but you got that's hundreds of hours of games.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've played all of them. I just didn't understand.
Okay.
so you want to give us your recap? And we can cause
Start from where you left off.
yeah.
Okay. So in Kingdom Hearts 2, we've got Sora and Roxas. We start with Roxas, right? And then
Yeah.
Roxas is in the digital scape of Twilight Town because they needed him just safe until Sora was ready to be woken up. They wake up Sora by putting Roxas back in him, and Sora wakes up. Sora goes on to just basically save all the Disney worlds in that game, and he defeats Xehanort in that game? Xemnas in that game. He defeats Xemnas in that game, and defeats the rest of the organization, 13 members who were not defeated in Chain of Memories.
Typical sense.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who were not defeated in Chain of Memories. And then
The rest of them die. Pretty much. Well, get destroyed.
yeah, Chain of Memories was everyone forgetting everything.
You gotta go in the door.
Doors are hard.
Chain of Memories was everyone forgetting everything about... Well, was Sora forgetting everything about
Sora,
being Sora.
Dom, and Goofy forgot everything.
And Naminé happens. And
Damn it, Naminé.
and when that happens, like, Sora creates Xion, but Xion doesn't really matter because everyone forgets about her anyways. But
Well, she
Roxas-
comes back in 3.
She's in 3.
Okay,
She's been
whatever
in
happens
trilogies.
to Xion.
But yeah. Apparently, she comes back in 3.
Just know she exists.
And everyone's happy at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, basically.
Yeah.
And then we get to Recoded, where basically all that matters is that Maleficent wants the Book of Prophecies. And then we get to Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, where a bunch of shit happens. We figure out kind of what's going on with the Organization 13 at that point.
We learn
about the true Organization 13, which is created from time travel with Xehanort going back and getting all different versions of himself, and then also putting pieces of his heart into other vessels who are willing to accept it.
Yep.
And so that way he has 13 pure secrets
And those
of
are passed
darkness.
out on his...
It's like Horcruxes.
Yes, actually, that's
Yeah, that's
exactly what it is, except with people instead of objects.
Well, Harry Potter was a Horcrux.
So yeah,
You're a
Harry
horse.
Potter was a secret of darkness.
And so, you also have
Confirmed.
Riku and Sora trying to get their Keyblade licenses. And
Yes.
is that a wrong way to describe that? Like, let's be honest here. They're trying to get their Keyblade license, and
As opposed to the Keyblade permit they have now.
yeah, exactly. And so they're trying to get that. Sora gets put into a deep state of sleep by Xehanort, who's trying to manipulate him so that he can become the 13th vessel.
What?
But Riku saves him from that.
Yep.
And Riku then passes because Riku's a badass. And then Sora's like, you need to get good. So he has to restart at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3. And they train Axel and Kairi to wield a Keyblade, so that way they can have the 7 Keyblade wielders of light to protect the 7 Princesses of Heart, so that Xehanort, his plan doesn't go as easy, at least.
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
So they can try to stop him,
Yep.
at the very least.
Yep.
So yeah, there's...
That's the important stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so the ways that... Pretty much the important thing. The ways that... The way that they create the Keyblade in the main sense is through the 7 Princesses of Dark...
The 7 pieces of light and 13 pieces of dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where they're coming from, apparently.
It's mainly the
but-
7 Princesses of Light, and then Ventus,
What?
and then through Ventus and Vanitas.
Well, that was plan A, but that didn't work.
Well, I mean, that's also like that will have effect in
They'll
Kingdom
both show
Hearts
up
3.
in 3.
That they're both already confirmed in 3
Yeah.
Okay.
in the trailers.
Well, that's that.
Yep.
Woo!
Kingdom
Now-
Hearts in a 3-episode nutshell.
God, it could have been like 30 episodes.
Oh, it could have been, but we were looking to summarize and answer lingering questions that I had. Trying to think if there's anything else I need clarification on.
Probably.
Well, yeah, Luxu is gonna take probably something's gonna happen there. I don't know what's in the fucking black box. That's all key though, and
Yeah,
that's
Key.
fuck.
We need clarification on Key, guys.
He's like a 1-hour movie. Just watch it on YouTube.
True. We get a summary of it. Yeah. Pretty much. There's five factions. They all learn about.
They all try to prevent the Keyblade
They all learn about
War,
the
and
Keyblade
in
War
doing
through the Book
so
of Prophecy.
create the Keyblade War.
War. There's one group, which you don't actually learn about in the recap. This is from the actual like phone game Kingdom Hearts Chi.
I don't know. No one
keep
else
going.
wants it.
One of the groups creates the Dandelions, which they are people who escape the Keyblade War, and members of that include, one of the organization
Numbers aren't
members.
important.
Well,
Probably.
one is Ventus,
Yeah,
which
one's
is
Ventus.
because the whole thing is Ventus is like before everything with Master Xehanort, no one knew anything about Ventus' background. I think it was probably just giving him background to what it was. But past that, I mean, that's nothing really matters, honestly. They all try to prevent the Keyblade War to create the Keyblade War, and then Lushu, which was the 6th apprentice under the Master of Masters who wrote the Book of Prophecy, travels with the Keyblade that Master Xehanort uses that records everything.
Okay.
Pretty much, yes.
He just asked.
Well,
And a,
Thank you all.
and a big black box, and we don't know what's in the big black box, and it
Yeah.
upsets me.
Well, thank you all for tuning in.
What's in the box?
Tune in next time. Bye.
We're going to be discussing Kingdom Hearts in such length, so